Welcome. It's another beautiful day in the city of Abuja, Nigeria's capital. The show is Good Morning Abuja, reaching you from NTA Channel 5, the Unity Station. My name is Neka Igwe. This is your one-stop show for all the motivation and everything you will need to get your morning going great to have a fantastic day ahead. How have you been? How has your week been? Well, it's the weekend edition and we are just ready to relax. We'll get the show started with our motivational segment. Coach Simeon Obong is standing by with a very, very interesting topic. Let's take a look.
Why are people falling for chatbots? We live in a world where loneliness is creeping into people's lives more than ever. Social media makes us feel connected, but deep inside we know a lot of people feel more isolated than ever. Making friends as an adult is tough, dating is exhausting, and sometimes people just want someone to listen without judgment, without expectation. Just AI chatbots are filling an emotional gap, but they do not and they shouldn't replace real human connections. If we want to break these strains of AI relationships, we need to focus on strengthening human bonds in meaningful ways. Now, here is how. 1. We need to create more opportunities for human interaction. Many people turn to AI because real-life social interactions feel scarce. We need more spaces where genuine connections can grow. Go out there, talk to a friend. Offices should have a team building activities that encourages social interactions, not just work and work and work. I know scrolling through AI chatbots sometimes it's difficult to let go. We need to normalize emotional vulnerability in human relationships. One reason AI is attractive is it listens without judgment. But we can build that same trust in real relationships, by practicing active listening, being fully present when others are speaking, creating that safe space where people feel comfortable sharing their struggles. Encourage talking to professional support group or therapy. Express yourself. Open up to a trusted friend instead of an AI. Relationship grow deeper through vulnerability. We need to teach social empathy, emotional skills early in people struggling, to make them understand, because they never learn how to. Schools and communities need to teach empathy and communication skills from a young age.
Thank you very much, Coach Simeon Obong. AI and relationships. Now you know how to do it. Back our fitness corner. Like I always say, a moving body is a very healthy and active one. Well, let's get up and go on our cardiovascular exercise.
Facing the sunset to the night, flying like angels to the sky, kissing the stars all now how they shine. Just for you and me, on tonight, that this is gonna be the summer of our life, place a bet on the sky. That this will always be the summer of our life. That this is gonna be the summer of our life. This will always be the summer of our life.
I hope you indulged in that one for your cardiovascular health. Up next is our quotes of the day. Quotes on relationship. Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. It's still Good Morning Abuja. We will take a short break and when we come back, we'll go straight into our discussions for the day.
Eyes for Allah, nothing but Allah. Ba is the beginning of Bismillah. Ta is for taqwa, bewaring of Allah. And Tha is for thawab, a reward. Ja is for Jannah, the garden of
Assalamu
paradise.
alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Welcome to your weekly guide, Light of Islam. Ahmed.
As Muslims, we know that in Islam, time is a very good and important commodity that we have.
Believe in the angels of God as one of the 6 articles of faith.
Some has been made form rows, and how the rows are made is such that the Imam stands in front and then right behind him.
Assalamu alaikum, this is Light of Islam. Keep watching Light of Islam NTA channel.
Za is for zakah, to cure our greed, when we give our money to those in need.
All right, welcome back, and our discussion segment is on. Well, we're going to discuss something very, very basic. We're talking basic, simple hygiene for relationships. I'm sure you understand by now how important that topic should be already. Let's meet my guest who's already here with me, Pastor Nora Chris. She's a pastor and a relationship coach. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the show. It's good to have you.
It's an honor to be here.
Start by telling us what is so important about hygiene in a relationship.
All right, why talking about relationship and why it is very important to maintain simple hygiene in a relationship? This very topic is basic because I've seen a lot of relationships scatter. I've seen a lot of marriages go sideways because of just the neglect simple hygiene. Now I'm going to pin on a basic one. Now I'll go on oral hygiene. Now oral hygiene, we talk about bad breath. Now a lot of marriages, a lot of relationships have gone sour because maybe the man have a very bad breath or because the woman have a very bad breath. Now, how does this affect our relationship? How does it affect our lives? Now, if you talk about having very bad odor, body odor or mouth odor, it affects our lives, it affects our relationship, it breaks relationship. Now, how do you take care of your mouth? How do you take care of your body? It is simply by brushing your teeth morning and night, flossing daily. Nobody wants to sit close to somebody that have mouth odor. Nobody wants to stay close to somebody that have strong body odor. So for the strong body odor, you have to bathe once a day or twice in a day, and if it is possible, use deodorant or antiperspirative that can help you to control the body odor. So these are essentials in I'll call them basic in keeping ourselves clean.
It can definitely be a turn off.
Most definitely, because nobody actually wants to stay beside somebody that is having mouth odor or somebody that is having body odor. Those are very offensive.
So how should I communicate this? How should this be communicated lovingly in a relationship where peradventure the man or woman is having this bad breath or odor from the armpit or any other part of the body? What is the best loving way to communicate it to each other?
Now let's take for an instant that your partner is having bad breath and you want to communicate with this person lovingly so that the relationship doesn't go sour or the other person will be having low self-esteem. You don't just bounce on the person like, oh, the mouth smells or the body, giving the person some kind of attitude. That's not nice. Now you can buy flossing for the person. You can get a nice toothpaste, nice toothbrush, can pass some education. Honey, sweetie, it will be nice you brush morning and night. I think that will be fine. There's this new tongue cleaner that is being used daily. You can just tell the person to get the things for the person to be using. If it's strong body odor, you don't even need to talk. You need to just provide it for the person. Oh, honey, sweetie, you can be using this. I think this is nice, this is good. But I've seen cases or situations where when you get those things, the person is adamant, maybe because the person does not understand understand that signal that, okay, I'm signal that, okay, you should brush your mouth regularly, or you can sit the person down and educate the person in a loving way, in a communication that shouldn't scatter the marriage. Okay, sweetie, honey, I noticed this, I noticed that. If you can work on it, I think that it will be fine for the both of us. I think
Respectfully.
Respectfully, yes.
Thank you so much. Let's talk about keeping the home tidy and clean. How can we work together as partners to achieve a clean and tidy home?
Thank you very much for that question, because when ladies are growing up, I believe that their mother have groomed them. Oh, my daughter do this, my daughter do that, my daughter do this. But for the men, I think their mind is always out going there. No, it's not supposed to be so. The work of the home is not supposed to be on the woman alone, especially when children start coming in. You see that it becomes a lot of load for this woman to carry. Now, it is expected that the man is to give this woman a helping hand, especially when if the woman is busy with the baby is disturbing, the house is untidy. A man can actually cook, a man can actually clean the house, a man can actually give the woman a helping hand at home so that their home can be clean. So I don't believe that that aspect of cleaning the house should be one-sided. If the woman is unavailable because of the house chores that she's doing or other activities, especially when it comes to children, then the man should give the woman a helping hand so that because I've seen a lot of men, they will still come back and complain that the house is not clean. They will go out to go and meet where it is clean, not knowing that, okay, this person has been sick, but this person now is married and in marriage already. It can't be the same with the person that is out there. So let us team up, let us stay together and make our marriages and relationships to work.
Talk to me about some partners who just want to remove their t-shirt and throw it on the couch, remove their face cap and dump it, remove their stockings and bring their shoes into the living room. Everything, shoes and stockings that should be left outside are packed into the house. How do you handle such a partner?
Now I will talk about self-discipline. Now, some of this attitude is started from their homes. It started from how they are being raised. Started how the man or the woman is being raised or tolerated in their home. There are a lot of men that embark on such attitude, which is not nice. Now, it should be occur to them that this woman is a co-heir. She is not your house help. She is not your house girl. She is not a ruffish, dumb being or somebody that will be treated anyhow. She deserves some level of respect from the man. So if you feel that you should come home and fling your clothes anyhow, then get a house help that will do that for you. And if you think that it is not right, which means I say that it is not right. So that this goes to men mostly, not to the ladies. It doesn't mean that there are no ladies that also engage in untidy environment, but mostly. So let them know that this woman is not their house help, but their wife. So she deserves some level of respect. If you come back home, please gather your stuff, put it together in where it's supposed to be before it can be taken to the laundry. I think if a message is being passed, if they are being educated, if they are being let known that, okay, oh, it is not the duty of my wife to actually do this, it is my duty to do it. Or rather still, if you feel that, oh, you can't do that, or then get a help for her that can help you to tidy the house.
Nice advice there. Sometimes there are differences in preferences. A woman might prefer this kind of body spray or perfume, and her husband prefers this kind of air freshener in the home. Sometimes you would think you're doing good by buying maybe lavender or lemon fresheners, and he comes into the house and he's like, why is this place smelling funny? So how do you handle these differences? Some men don't even like perfumes at all.
It's true.
So how do you handle these differences?
All right, this is where tolerance comes in. Tolerance, knowing that it must not always be my way, and the man to understand it must not always be your way. Now, to me, I feel that if this is not a sin, and if this is something that you can tolerate, and it's not really any form, or just that you don't like it and your partner like, if you can't tolerate it, then tolerate it. If you can just let it be so that it doesn't bring you a problem at home, then let it be. But if it's for some kind of, maybe let's assume that the perfume or the body spray or whatever is so harsh that it's not causing discomfort to another person, there are certain perfumes that when the person starts sneezing and all that, then you can do away with that. But if it's something that you can tolerate in your home, please go ahead and tolerate, knowing that it must not be my way all the time.
Nice. Before we go, I'd like you to talk to me specifically on women's hygiene, especially in certain times of the month. What are some of the mistakes that a woman can make, and she suddenly starts to discover that the man no longer wants to be close or intimate?
All right, let's talk about menstrual hygiene.
Okay.
The menstrual hygiene. Now, a lot of women can wear their pads from morning till after 8 hours, 12 hours, which is not nice. And sometimes when they want to change, they just change like that without even washing. Now, my advice or my contribution here is 4 hours is enough for you to change your pad. One is that it causes that internal body odor, that offensive odor that is not nice. Yeah, we know that down there it has its natural smell from God. That's how God made it. But there's one that it becomes offensive because you don't wash, you don't clean. Now, when you want to clean, don't just remove the pad and you flame it, dispose it properly. And when you want to change it, clean up with clean water and mild soap, so that there will be no infections, there will be no bacteria that could, affect you, and so having some kind of offensive discharges that will drive the man away. So in keeping that down there very clean for yourself, boosting your own confidence, and for the man, I think it goes a long way for you.
Thank you. Finally, what is your...
All right, my advice for everybody is personal hygiene is not just about being rich, it's not about being poor, it is about self-discipline, it is about self-care, and it is about boosting your self-esteem. So I want you to take care of yourself, take care of your body, take care of your mouth, knowing that these are very essentials in relationship. So please stay safe, stay clean, and stay confident. Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming. It's been most interesting speaking with you. I enjoyed talking to you. Thank you so much. Whether you have it, I've been speaking to a relationship expert, Pastor Nora Chris. I hope you learned a thing or two there when it comes to improving on your personal hygiene and sustaining that relationship that you really, really treasure. Stay with us. It is still Good Morning Abuja on the Unity Station. We will be right back after the break.
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله.
May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon each and every one of us. It's another fantastic Friday evening, and you're welcome to NTA Channel 5 Abuja.
First of all, you train yourself, you educate yourself, then you educate your family, and then the community at large.
Fundamentals of Islam Live, showing 7:30 p.m. every Friday on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity Station. Join us.
Welcome back, and thank you for staying with us on the show today. Well, up next, we will delve into the world of entrepreneurship, specifically the world of electrical fittings. We will discuss growth and expansion in business. Helping me to do that is my next guest, who is already seated here with me in the studio. Let's welcome Mr. Chinonso Onyebuchi. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, welcome. Good morning.
All right, so I want you to start by telling me what inspired you to go into this line of business in electrical fittings.
There is no much thing that. While I was growing up, I see a lot of people doing this electrical business, and I see they are doing fine on their own. So I wanted to do a motor part, but at the long run, I say no, not what I want. I want to do electrical. I had a brother, I want to do electrical. So you have to find a way so that I can do that. So nothing much, just that I love the business, and the business is a very nice one.
What was it that made you prefer electrical over motor parts? What was the main outstanding reason why you chose that one?
That you don't just have to look anyhow. You understand? The look and the profit there also, I think, is more.
That's interesting. Okay, tell me, so starting out, growing up, did you have anybody who mentored you, inspired you, anybody you looked up to in the line of business before you started your own?
Yes, of course. I serve my boss. I have a boss that I serve. I stay with him for years. So at least he is my number one mentor. You know, when business is growing, you're learning. I serve him. There's this thing that Igbo people call the Igbo boy.
Igbo boy, yes.
I did that.
Ooh.
So my boss was number one. I look up to him. Even now I'm doing my business. I think I'm doing the type of business that he's doing. I'm doing it the way I see him doing it years back while I was serving him. So I think,
seeing that you've come a long way, you know, from learning under someone to now being on your own, what can you tell me about the growth process and opportunities in the world of electrical fittings?
Electrical fittings, okay. About the growth, you just have to be focused and make sure you keep customers that will patronize you, because you know there's many challenges in the market there. You are not the only person selling electrical. There is more than 100 people, especially where I sell over there. So you just have to try to keep up to standard. So you keep customers, then you go out there, look for customers and do your business and pray for God to open door and more business to come. And you try to do something different from what others are doing, at least to keep customers. It's very important. Without them, we are doing nothing, because customers are the main thing. That is the reason why we are still going out there to do the business. So I think
customers are king. That's true. You just talked about customers, and let's talk more on that. How do you ensure that you satisfy your customers, every single customer? How do you identify what they especially need and make sure that you deliver quality to sustain them? How do you ensure this?
In that area, it's very difficult, but we are just doing our best, try not to compromise, you know, because we have some standard goods in the market there. So when you are giving your customers price, maybe somebody like me, I'll be giving you the original price. Like this, and I'll be telling you this is sold at a rate of 2,000. You'll be telling me that you see some 1,000, but not knowing that it's not the same quality. You understand? So it's very important, especially for customer out there, that whenever you're going out for your market survey, when you want to compare price, make sure that you're getting the same thing that the other person is giving you. You understand? Because I wouldn't say, but the thing is general something in Nigeria. We have many substandard goods. You understand, in the country. So whenever we are trying to keep to customers,
and some entrepreneurs will deliberately sell you substandard product at the same expensive rate.
Yes, I will not say no to that, because some people are like that. Yes, but in my company we don't do like that. We make sure we keep standard, and whenever you want to compromise, we tell you that we don't have such here, but if you want that, I can help you and get it, or I will direct you where you can get something like that. But in my office, we don't do that.
How do you source your products, your goods? Are they sourced locally or imported?
No, for now, I think locally for now, yeah.
All right, good to know you source your products locally. That's nice. Let's talk about trends. You know, the electrical fittings industry is one of those markets where there are new innovations. You will agree with me that the kind of fittings we have today are not the kind of fittings that we had 20 years ago. So how do you ensure to keep up with the latest trends in your business?
It's very difficult though, because you know almost every year electrical is upgrading. You understand, especially in the area of fittings. So they keep on upgrading, bringing new things, new lights, new everything. But it's just that we try as much as possible that whenever you see that new things are coming out, you will dive in that area also. Because if you keep on selling the old things, maybe you will be left out. When people will be selling the new things, nobody will be asking you. Be asking yourself, what is happening? You're not selling.
Why are they not patronizing?
Yes, not knowing that what you have in stock is outdated. You get. So It's very important, and we always do it. That whenever new thing is coming out, we dive in that area, start getting those things. The old ones we have, if you are selling them, we'll be replacing it with the new ones. You get, because when you talk about electrical bulb, before there is incandescent bulb, like this normal halogen bulb, like 100 watts, 200 watts. From there, we'll get to energy bulb. Energy bulb, and energy bulb come to the market, start selling, and nothing like incandescent bulb again. From energy bulb, now we are in LED bulb. You understand? Energy bulb is no longer moving like
it did 3 years ago.
Yes, let's say 5 years ago, 7 years ago, the energy bulb is moving, but now it's LED bulb that is in vogue. So if you are not current enough, maybe you will be left out. So you just have to be moving it, moving.
Move with the trends.
Yes, move with trends. Because there are so many things coming out new every day. You understand? So many things. If I start mentioning them in many areas, especially in lighting,
Okay.
yes, it changes almost every 2-3 years. Yes, you start seeing new things.
All right, I want you to talk to me about bookkeeping. Every businessman is very important, or woman is very important to have your system of keeping track, keeping records, making sure your books come correct. You satisfy customers and you also make your profit. What is your system to handle this?
In my own system, I have what I call stock book. That whenever my goods comes back, I have to write it there, the quantity and everything. And we'll have what we call sales book. You get, so whatever we sell in the shop is jotted down there. So, and once in a while we do stock check if you are growing or we are going down, because it's very important in the line of our business to know if you're going down or you're just coming out here to play. But we do stock check if you are going up or down.
Okay, thank you. Before we go, I want us to do something for the futuristic a little bit. There are probably a young man or woman out there watching right now and they want to tour your line of business, be like you in the future. What is the advice you're going to give to them?
My advice to people that want to do electrical, especially, I don't know, in this our business, there is 2 ways to endeavor in it. So, number one, if you want to do a boy, you have to obedient to your boss. That is number one. Then number two, you have to be focused. Know that I am here. That after some years, they will settle me. I'll start up my own business. So you have to be focused. Don't allow lifestyle or anything to distract you. It's very important. After you have served your boss have settled you. Don't see that, oh, now I'm free. I can do anything I want. You have to also be conscious of what you're doing. It's very important, because if you mess your life up, that is left for you. You understand? So you just have to be careful. The way you spend your money, the way you take your business serious. It's very important that you take your business serious. In the morning, you wake up, you pray, you stand up and go to work. Go out there and hustle and pray that God will bless the day. Then there is other way. Some people, they will have capital. They just want to have the idea. Then they will start up the business. My little advice to them is also that whenever you start your own business, you also have to be careful. Because business is something that you have to be careful. If you do it anyhow, you see yourself going back. So you just have to be careful. Your income, monitor your income, so that you can know how you're going to do your expenses. You understand that if you're making 10,000 naira and you're doing expenses of 20,000 naira, you see you're going back. You might sell goods of 1 million naira. The whole 1 million naira is not profit. So you have to be careful. You might sell goods of 1 million naira. Your profit there might be 50,000. So when you go out there and spend 100,000, you see you've touching your capital.
The main capital.
Yes, the capital you're doing the business with. So you just have to be careful. Monitor the way you do your expenses. Don't just go out there and do expenses because you see money in your hands. You might buy this watch 1,000 naira and you go out there and sell it 1,100 naira. So always remember that the other 1,000 naira is for this goods, and that you're going to stock. And it's very important for you to know that if you're having one of these in your shop before, it's very important for you to know that you're going to make it two. You understand? That is how you grow. Yes, that is how you grow. If you start with let's say 10 cartons of goods, make sure that after 2, 3, 4 months that you added some cartons. Not it will you will not just be repeating that 10 cartons. If you're repeating, that means you are not growing. You are just one place. You are just stagnant. But when you try to do what, expand, when you have it in your mind that you want to expand, when you have it in mind that you want to expand, which is the reason why you're doing the business, you have to expand now. Yes. So when you have it in your mind that you want to expand, that you know that if I got one of these today, after 2 weeks, and I'm still buying one, you know that you're not growing. You have to be worried. Don't always relax. Make sure that you're growing.
Have the zeal to always grow.
Have the zeal to grow.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on the program. It's been nice speaking with you. Well, there you have it. We've been talking to Mr. Chinonso Onyebchi on expansion, growth, and opportunities in the world of electrical fittings. We will take a short break, and when we come back, there's a whole lot more on the show. Please stay with us.
Say our goodbyes on the program. As usual, I remain your host of the most, Omar with Erese, and I'll always be here with my bestie.
Je m'appelle.
Well, up next, it will interest you to know that I have the new kid on the block himself on set with me. Let us meet and welcome Kelly Savage.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's nice to have you here.
That's right. Thank you.
Start by telling me how you discovered your musical talents and what finally inspired you to become a musician.
Well, personally, as a human being, I love music. You get me? And I've been doing music for almost 5 years now professionally. Started like 5 years ago professionally. And then basically, I just love music, me personally, you get me? And then, yeah, I go at the point in my life, I go, my friends and all, people tell me my voice is actually good. Funny enough, I actually wanted to be a gospel artist when I was in church and I was in choir, and also I actually love music naturally, but then I wanted to like do more. I wanted to be the star that I just believe I am, you get me? So I started singing, started doing covers, and I was growing, and we're here today.
You definitely have an awesome voice, I can say that for you.
Thank you so much.
So, how would you describe your style of music, your genre of music, the kind of songs that you put out? How would you describe them?
It's basically Afrobeat. I'm an Afrobeat artist, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, Afrobeat music.
That's what you basically do.
Yeah.
Okay, but that will not like stop you from doing any other kind of.
No, I'm actually going to put different sound, pop and different genres. Funny enough, I could actually do R&B.
Oh, great,
yeah.
Great. The music industry is vast.
Wow.
Plenty new talents every other day.
Yeah.
What would you say would distinguish you? What sets you apart from others?
Well, first of all, I know I'm a star. You know, I have this belief on my personal self, you get me? I know I'm special, you get me? And I have something different to present. This guy sounding like this guy, you get me? So my sound, and it's like
I like that you believe in yourself and your creativity and your originality.
Yeah,
do you do stage performances? If yes, how do you feel when you're on stage? How do you feel performing in front of a crowd, and how do you connect?
Basically, it's still the music, you know. I love being on stage. Actually, I love being on stage, and then the music is how I get to connect with the people. You get me? You know, like I said, my music is like it's a message for me always. You feel me? So when you get to hear the sound, you relate on your own. You feel me? So that's how it flows.
Making music is an art, is a process too. Tell me about how do you develop your sounds? How do you create your sounds? How do you make your music? Tell me a little bit about the process of you trying to make your music.
Okay. I'll just give you an example of Gangsta Love. So Gangsta Love is a love song, and the why the Gangsta Love is there is like this kind of having this image as a guy that does not really believe in love, but then you have no choice. You know, there's this love. I don't know if you believe in love at first sight.
Sometimes.
Yeah. So even as much as you don't believe in love, there's this one person, man, that you will actually just meet and
it clicks.
It clicks. So Gangsta Love, it's what happened. It's a scenario that happened in my life. You get me? So that's how I got to get the song. So,
those are the kind of things
is to be consistent, and is to be consistent, and there's well, it has been God.
Okay.
You get me? It has been God. I'm not even going to lie to you. It has been God. There's so many challenges trying to be that different guy because there's so many artists out there. For you to be different, you need to have a creative mind. You need to have something different that somebody does not have. You get me? So, and it takes a long period of time to get to be able to do these things. And but everything gets to work out with my team because I can't work alone. I don't work alone. You get me? So over the years with my team, has been going well, and I get people with time. People get to understand Kelly Savage, the art Kelly Savage. You get me?
Right. Okay. So now I know that as a creative, sometimes you can feel not so motivated. Sometimes you can also feel like this process is taking time. Progress is slow and a little bit demoralizing and all of that. When all those block to creativity, when they set in, how do you shake them off, and get back in your element and keep going?
I listen to music, man, to be very honest. I listen to other people's songs, and then low-key I used to listen to like just instrumentals, like the ones I used to create my own music. I could just listen to instrumentals and it calms me down. You get me? And when I'm calm, I'm okay, I'm happy. I'll do anything, anytime when it comes to music.
It's nice. So you just allow the music to heal you.
It's me. You get the music is me. It's like inside. That's how it works.
Beautiful. Tell me about social media, technology, and all of that. How are you leveraging with technology to boost your career?
I would say, you see, social media, yeah. Right now, man, social media is, I would say, is in God's hand because of the algorithm. Yeah. Sometimes you might post today and you won't get views, man. You can post and you just have like 5 likes.
If you don't boost,
if you don't even put ads and all those stuff, so you can post and you have 5 likes. And tomorrow you post. I've had so many viral videos on TikTok and even Instagram too. Without ads, actually.
Okay.
That's because of my art. Because people actually like what they're seeing. So there are some days you will see views, some days you see views. It's not actually easy, but then you just have to keep going.
You do put yourself out there.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, just continue posting. That's what I do.
Are you currently signed to any label?
Yeah, I'm in a record label.
What's your relationship with them like? Okay.
Wonder Voice Record is the name. I've been with them since I started. Okay. Yeah, that's why I said I started music professionally. So when I joined them, that's when I started professionally. Okay.
Over the years, talk to me, growing up and everything up until now, who are some of the artists that you look up to, that inspire you, and you just want to emulate and not copy?
Yeah.
Because I believe in originality. What are some of your biggest influences musically?
We have the big 3 in Nigeria, which is Davido, Wizkid, and Burna Boy.
In no particular order. Yeah.
To be honest, actually.
In no order, right? Okay.
3 of them like that. Yeah. Based on there's this unique art they have too that they're presenting. That's why they are there. So actually look up to those people too. I actually get to see what they are doing. Even though I try as much as possible not to sound like them. You get me? Because I want to create my own sound, and that's what I'm doing. So, but still, those people have been through the music for a very long time. So there are things they have seen and done that we have not seen, that I have not seen. So Those people are the OGs that I look up to. And so many other artists in the industry, people like Oxlade, people like Omale, actually vibe with their sound a lot. You get me? But yeah,
Afrobeat is gone global.
It's gone global.
It's gone global. What do you think? What are you bringing to the table? Let me use that language. What are you bringing to make it go?
Something
more.
Different, something.
Yeah, to make sure the world needs to hear.
I'm bringing Kelly Savage.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to call it, Kelly Savage. I'm bringing new. To be very honest.
Okay.
When you have Davido, when you hear Whiskey today, you hear this song, you know this is Whiskey. I'm bringing Kelly Savage. Kelly Savage. This is this guy. My own kind of sound, I believe.
Okay, great. Yeah. I wanted to leave a little word of inspiration for young, upcoming who might also want to be musical and all of that. What would you say to beginners?
Man, if there's this saying, if you start what and finish what you have started, I don't know if you know this. Whatever you're starting right now, when it comes to not just music, entertainment in full, in a whole, and there's what we call consistency, like I mentioned. Yeah. That's how I go here, to be very honest. Consistent posting. And you can actually check on my social media. I believe you will see the workings. You get me? So you just have to be consistent, don't stop, and keep praying, because it's God.
It's all on God.
On God. You can post today and nobody's going to like, only your friend, your cousin, and they'll wait for you based on they know you. And tomorrow, funny enough, even inside your 5 views, inside your 5 views that you think you did actually go anywhere, Elon Musk could be inside those 5, because we don't actually know who that person is. But we should always just appreciate what we have right now and continue. When you're chasing something, you should know what you're going to gain. There's a reason why you're chasing this stuff.
Energy. Did you notice his confidence? Well, stay with us. It's still Good Morning Abuja. There's a whole lot more after the break.
I welcome you on today's ride on the show Good Morning Abuja.
This is Window on Abuja.
We have